Something unbelievable just happened in Washington, and let me tell you, it has shaken Israel's leadership to its core. Because in front of the entire world, Saudi Arabia's crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, he has pulled off one of the biggest military wins in modern Middle Eastern history. And yes, Netanyahu is not happy about it. Hello and welcome to TimesXP. I am Trithiyatri, and for years, Israel believed that it held a special status in Washington. A status that guaranteed America would never sell its most advanced weapons, specifically the F-35 stealth jets, to any Arab nation. That was the unspoken rule, the quiet understanding, the line no US president ever crossed until now. Because President Trump has just approved the sale of F-35s to Saudi Arabia, and the message is crystal clear here. The Middle East order is shifting and Israel can no longer veto it. That's right, let's be honest here. The F-35 is not a jet. It's a flying shadow, a machine that disappears from radar, strikes before you even know that it is there, and rides the balance of power overnight. And now, Saudi Arabia is getting it. Now, not the downgraded version, not the export version, the real deal here. The MBS negotiated it like a power player, calm, confident, unbothered by Israeli objection. But in Washington, their president Donald Trump, he was full of praise. He called Saudi Arabia a strong, reliable ally. He said that the kingdom has backed US military actions against Iran. And behind the closed doors, officials kinda admit also that this deal is strategic. It binds Riyadh even closer to Washington, but it also sends a message to Tehran, a loud one by the way. Your regional enemy is now armed with the most advanced jet on the planet. Now come back to Israel. Interestingly, Israel isn't exploding with anger right now, not publicly. Inside the Netanyahu government, there is panic and frustration, but outside, the tone is cautious because Israel knows the truth here. If saying yes to Saudi jets help open the door to normalization or pushes Riyadh closer to Washington, Israel might have to swallow the bitter pill, right? But MBS has his own conditions too. Let me tell you about the red line that MBS has drawn. Saudi Arabia isn't playing politics, it is playing history. MBS has made it absolutely clear from their end at least. No peace with Israel, no handshakes, no embassies unless there is real movement on Palestinian statehood. That's right. And that's what shocked Israel the most here, because this time Saudi Arabia got a US military deal without signing a peace with Israel first. That breaks every single rule of the old Middle East. Well, but US, they have their own fears, and it's not Israel. Inside the CIA and Pentagon, there is a different worry. Not from Israel, not from Iran, but from China. Washington is deeply concerned that some advanced F-35 technologies could slowly leak to Chinese hands through Saudi partnership. And this is why this deal is being watched under a microscope. Because it isn't just a regional shift, it's a global one. Now, think about what just happened here. Israel didn't just get to block the deal. Saudi Arabia secured the world's most powerful jets. The US publicly backed Riyadh over Israeli pressure. Palestine is back at the negotiation table, and this is not diplomacy. This is a geopolitical earthquake, and MBS is standing right at the center of it.